I think our coaches around the country, I wouldn't say got beat up on it, but I think a lot of people weighed in on it and kind of disagreed with it without anybody really understanding what was behind it. And so I want you to think about this now. The NCAA came out and they said, in order to be qualified for the tournament, you got to play 13 games. Well, we don't have a bubble. Um, if you take any section of our schedule, let's say December, and for whatever reason, our teams have to shut down for 14 to 21 days. The advantage that football had is they had a couple of weeks built in to substitute some games if they lost the games. If you lose a game in the ACC and your players have to sit out for 14 to 21 days, when my schedule is released, I want you to pick out any 14 to 21 days, and there's a possibility that you may lose 4 or 5, maybe even 6 games. And so what we try to do is take the gamemanship away from it. Also, let's reward everybody. It's an unusual year. We're doing unusual things in COVID 2020. And so instead of, throwing it out there that said, you have to do this, how about let everybody in the tournament? And I think it was a way that it could have been done. We play the NIT. A lot of teams play the CBI. There's a CIT. And so why not add an extra week to it, maybe even playing the home games or the higher seed at home and trying to figure out everything else and then get down to a 60-18 tournament. And that's kind of what's the thought behind it. Think about this now. If you get down to the end of the year and, for example, if we're playing great basketball and we know we're going to make the tournament, and then we're going to play against a team that has no chance to make the tournament. What kind of basketball does that look like at the end? And then do you go into an ACC tournament? Do we have a tournament, first of all? And do you go into a tournament and somehow somebody gets affected or there's a positive COVID test? Does that affect you how you play in the NCAA tournament, which is coming right after the ACC tournament? So it was a lot of thought. It was a lot of conversation. I thought it was a tremendous idea. And I thought it was a great idea because it was a one-time situation where everybody has a chance to get in. We needed, in this world with sports, we need some good things to happen. I thought it would be a great feel-good story for everyone.